Life with Louella, written and illustrated by Margaret Hurd. This week's episode, How Millie Met Miles. How did you and Miles Molecule first meet? Asked Louella Snuggle Bunny, as she and Millie the Millicent were looking at some of Millie's old pictures together. Funny you should mention it, replied Millie, because Miles and I weren't always such good friends. In fact, we were enemies. He and his buddies used to tease me in school. You're kidding, gasped Louella. Seriously, replied Millie. I'd been going to my new school in New York for about 2 months, and I hated it. Especially since the school nurse put me on a diet and made me come to her office to get weighed twice a week. Well, one day I'd gained 3 pounds for no apparent reason. She read the list of foods I'd eaten that I had to write down every day, and accused me of cheating. On my way out of her office, who do I see but Miles Molecule and his buddies, greeting me with insults, catcalls as usual, making farm animal noises, the whole bit. I couldn't take it anymore. So I hauled out and biffed him one. Anyway, there we were in the principal's office, and here he was with his black eye. I could hardly believe I'd actually given it to him. Boy, are we ever going to be in big trouble, I thought to myself, when he turned to me and said, Millie, I want to apologize. I'm really sorry for the way I treated you. Yeah, right, I replied defensively. Really, I mean it, he said. I don't blame you for giving me this black eye. I deserved it. I thought, this is so unusual. Most guys have too much pride to apologize after being so mean. Anyway, later that day, I was sitting in the school cafeteria, crunching away resentfully at a pathetic stick of celery when I saw Miles again. This time, without his usual crowd of teasing buddies. Is that all you're eating? He asked as he sat next to me. I'm on a diet, I replied. The school nurse put me on one. I put down my celery stick with a frustrated sigh. And so far all I've lost is my temper, I said. Want half? Miles Molecule offered me half of his sardine and liverwort sandwich. I hesitated for a second, but then said, yeah, sure, what the heck? I tell you, after 3 weeks of nothing but celery and carrot sticks for lunch, that sardine and liverwort sandwich was the best thing I'd ever tasted. After school that day, Miles treated me to a ride on the Central Park carousel. I don't care if the guys see me on this so-called kiddie ride, he exclaimed. They're history. I've had it with their peer pressure. And from that day to this, we've been best friends ever since.